Alright, I got off to a couple of false starts there. So we're going to start this one more time. This is Tuesday, September the 26th, 2023. It is 10:30 a.m. and a current temperature of 11 degrees Celsius. I am on Duke Street, just coming up the hill from Scotia Square, and we're going to walk up through the north end today. We're going to go up to maybe, we'll see what time permits. We'll keep on going straight up, westward, walking westward. Okay? I couldn't see the little counter on my screen, so I might not have been recording when I thought it was. So I had to stop and start over because I couldn't see the counter. It might have been there, but I can see it now, and I couldn't see it there, so I'm going to keep watching for things like that because we don't want to walk around for an hour doing a video and it's not recording. So here we go. We're off and running now to a good start today. A little windy up here, but we'll try to steer clear of the wind as much as possible. That's easier said than done in Halifax, but we'll try. I was in Scotia Square for a while. Went to Tim Hortons. I'm still drinking my coffee. Drinking on the run. Okay, here we go. Walk sign. Looking down northward, I can see the McDonald Bridge in the background there. That was Brunswick Street, by the way. Are they Brunswick? Yeah, I think so. Brunswick Street. That way, okay. Sometimes it's easy to get mixed up. Oh, well. Look at the hill today. A lot of the tourists are already gone now. Still got a few stragglers yet. But the bulk of the tourists are gone for this year. I'm just looking at the way my phone is setting in this. It don't look quite right. Just 1 second here. I don't want to fall out on the road here. There. Now it's down in the little spot where it was supposed to be. Counter's still going, everything is good. So let me just okay, we're good. Have to check everything, make sure we're on the right track here. See, the leaves have fallen off of these little trees right here, and now they're on the ground. And that means fall is definitely here today. And well, let's see, I walked on Gottingen not too long ago, so I won't go down that way. I did a few streets up here in the north end one day last week, so I won't go that way. We'll go right up straight, up into the far north. There's the downtown Halifax sign, but we are leaving the downtown now, because the downtown is the other way. If I turn around and show you the other side of the sign, it's more colorful. There you go. Downtown is that way. We're going westward in the north end. Alright, let's see if we can get through across here and I'm going to do what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to go right through here because they don't put a crosswalk here. But I don't feel like walking all the way over there and back here to get across the street. So I'm just going to do what I'm not supposed to do. It looks like that building right there is slated for demolition. And there's something new going up there because they got the fence all around it. And there's no workers in here now. So I would say that is the next thing to go. And Halifax is changing so fast. So fast. Look, there's the bridge again in the distance. The Angus McDonald Bridge, right there in the background. All right, let's continue on up this way towards Roby Street. I might even go to, I don't know, Windsor maybe? At 10, 11 degrees out here. It's, I gotta drink my coffee fast or it will be cold very soon. This is another shelter place that the city has put together for homeless people. And even that is not enough. There's one similar to it over in in Dartmouth. And with those two shelters like this, with all these trailers, there's still not enough. There's lots of people wandering around yet that have nowhere to go. So this is a major problem. I guess I just have to sound off a little bit about this because this is a really, really big problem. I read on my phone earlier this morning. I woke up and I was looking at some news items. It said in the province of Quebec, there's 10,000 people that don't have a place to sleep. 10,000 in the province of Quebec. That's just one province. So it would be no stretch at all to think in Canada we have over 100,000 homeless people walking around with nowhere to sleep, nowhere to go. I see they got security guards on both ends of this. There's a guy on the other end and there's one right here on this end. Making sure there's nothing going on here. Shouldn't be. Alright, done with the coffee. Now, we'll have to find a garbage can. See, you can't throw cups on the sidewalk or on the street. You just can't do that. So, we'll find a garbage can. I always put my cups in the garbage can. Never just throw them on the ground. Okay, I know where we'll go today. Because last time I went down that way, that area. I'm not going to go that way today. I'm going to go straight up through, but we got to go down here to the crosswalk. Or dare I say I could jaywalk. Okay, let's just cut across here. There we go. Don't follow me, children. If any children watching this, use the crosswalks. You don't want to get run over by a car. I'm an adult, so I'm watching carefully for cars always when I walk where I'm supposed to walk. But don't copy me. You, any kids watching this, make sure you take the crosswalks and you keep your eyes open. There's Citadel Hill again. We're just going around the edge of it here, not going up there. But I've covered Citadel Hill from inside the fort and outside and all around the grounds. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go there today. We're going to go right through the park on the Halifax Common. There's the new buildings over by Young and Roby and Allman, I should say. Yeah. But we'll get there eventually. I may wind up over there, but right now we're in the Halifax Common and we're going to walk through the park. I could take the street, but what fun would that be, right? We're going to go through the park. Nice tennis courts here. And nobody in there. Great time to play tennis right now. I have tennis rackets, tennis balls. One of the things I like. And another thing I like is pool. Pool, I guess it's a sport, but you don't get a physical workout. Not really from pool playing, but it's still great. It's great. It's a great game. And I'm not the world's greatest tennis player. I play tennis, but I wouldn't say I'm the greatest tennis player ever was, with 4 screws in my left knee. Hardly the best tennis player, but there's one of the newest buildings on Roby going up right there. And before they got the go-ahead to build that, the city councilors, some of them, I don't think it was too many of them, but there was 1 or 2, said it was going to cast shadows all over the park here and people wouldn't get any sun. That was ridiculous. You just can't believe everything those city councilors say. That was totally ridiculous. That was over the edge. I know that's true because I heard it on the radio. They're talking about it when it first happened there, when they first talked about building that 3rd building right there, along with the other 2. And they're not that tall. This one's only about the same. And I don't know which city council it was now, but one of them said it was going to cast shadows onto the fields down here and people wouldn't enjoy the sunshine. A little bit of a breeze right here. Maybe I should have hooked up my microphone. I got to start doing that soon now. I stopped doing it in the summer because it wasn't that windy most of the time. And I was able to walk around now, hook up my mic. But I may have to start now with winter coming on, because the wind blows all the time. You can't get out of it sometimes. So I guess I'll probably start pretty soon putting my external microphone on and trying to keep it out of the wind. Alright. We are still in the Halifax Common. All this grassy area around here is the Halifax Common. Making our way over to Roby, but I think I'll continue on. My wife has got a small day this morning. They're going to have a bit of a break, probably about an hour or so. So I had to meet up with her at Young and Roby. Look, I'm still carrying that cup. I must have passed 2 or 3 garbage cans. I guess I better pay attention here. And the next thing, I think I see something right here. That looks like one of those things where you got three choices. So that's where we're going to put it, right there. The holes aren't labeled. So yeah, I see coffee cups in this one. So there you go. Put mine right in there too. Put mine right in there too. The kids are using a scooter. Looks like the battery's dead on it. It looks like the battery's about to quit on that thing. So we'll take a look at this building, the new one when we get up here. The one they said was going to cast shadows all over the park and you wouldn't get any sunshine. We'll walk over here this side. Because if I don't, I got that intersection to deal with, and you got all those streets coming out there. You just got one little slot where you can cross the street, one window of opportunity to cross the street, and then it's gone. Then you got to wait for a big long cycle to come around again. So there it is. It's going higher, but I mean where it is right now, there's no shadows over here. And I think that was more shadows from these trees right here than you're going to get from that building over there. So anyways, yeah, that's one of the excuses they had. Once in a while you get city councillors in there that don't want to see anything change. Those kind of councillors should step aside and let somebody in there that's got a vision for the city, not someone who wants to keep more of the same. The status quo, you never get anywhere with keeping the status quo. You gotta keep moving. So again, no matter what you're going to do, can't just sit still and there it is. No, you gotta keep going, keep moving. Well, let's see. Do you want to walk up Quinpool? We can do that. Walk up a ways up Quinpool and then cut across some side streets. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, let's do that. We'll go up Quinpool. I know my wife's up here doing deliveries too. And that wasn't planned. I wasn't even thinking about going up Quinpool. But I was talking to her a while ago and she said she got some deliveries to do on Quinpool. So I might run into her. For all you folks who know her face, you've seen her on here with me several times, you'll get to see her again maybe if I happen to run into her. She got a brand new truck, very happy about that. Because the other one was just going in the garage all the time. Always something breaking, and I'll just stand here and wait for the light. Yeah, so she got a brand new 2023 Ford E450 1 ton. So that's her new truck. She got that. She's working at Midland. And they've ordered her decals. They haven't come yet, but all those things all take time. And when the decals come, then they're going to get her all trimmed up with Midland stuff on it. And hopefully they got it done in time for the convoy. This is a good convoy. This is not a bad convoy. This is a good convoy. Where they drive around and they raise money for sponsors for, I don't know what it is, if it's Olympics or some cause anyway. They raise money for it. My wife would know more about it than I do. But last year we went on it and it was a rainy day, but I did make a video that day with her. Maybe we'll make another one this year. Just because I did one last year don't mean I can't do another one this year. Oh, somebody blasting their horn up there over something. I don't know what, but still waiting for a hand sign here. The rotation takes a while here because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions right here. So you have to wait for your proper signal to cross. We might be next. I think I just missed it when I got here. There we go. Walking up Quinpool. I like looking at these construction jobs, see how they're coming along. This building is looking pretty good. I haven't been over here for a while. I've been here a few times over the years, but I've been at this quite a little while now. I first started, I think this is my 3rd year. I'm pretty sure. It was more than 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was my 3rd year that I've been doing this. So time is flying. I see a truck coming way down the road that looks like it might be her truck. So I'm going to just hang out here a little bit in case it's her truck. But I think she's trying to get across the road, or she stopped. That truck has got its 4 ways on, I think. Okay. Well, I just wanted to give her a wave on the way by, but I think she stopped. It looks like her truck, but it might not be. You can't really tell from this far away. So let's keep on going. If I run into her, that's great. If I don't, well, that's good too. All right. Let's see if there's anything new on Quinpool today. There's a music store I've never been into yet. Citadel Music. One day I have to go in there and have a look. Have a look around, see what they've got. My wife says I have enough musical gear now not to spend any more money in the music stores. So, she might be right. She usually is. And there's some changes across the road. I see a sign that says, "We've moved to Sackville Street." Well, if that was her stop back there, she'll be coming up Quinpool when she comes down. So we might see her yet. coffee cafe right over there. Never been in there, but it might be a nice little spot. Oh good, I got a walk sign. Look at that. Don't have to wait. Toot. Toot, toot, toot. Quinpool Road. It's a nice little street. It's not super long. It's easily walked the full length of it, but there's quite a bit of stuff on here. Lots of places to get food, and coffee, and stuff like that. Drink, everything. Lots of different things. Fitness place over there. The juice press, which I think that's out of business now. Yeah, that's a hard thing to get people to fill your restaurant all the time. It's a juice place. It's like people like juice, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's hard to keep the chairs full. Well, we'll continue on down Quinpool Road. We were here in this city probably 7 or 8, 10 months before I ever walked over here on Quinpool. I remember my first walk over here. That's been a while now. I've walked several times since then. Okay, I'm back. While I was focused on that picture, a sign came up on my screen said my storage was full, but I erased one video that I did last week, and that should be enough to complete this video today. Yeah, that wasn't there before. That's a professional networking community, Co-work Halifax. Whatever it is, I'm not sure. But they got a nice mural on the front of it. I know I walked up here in the winter before. That sign reminded me, falling ice. I walked up here in the winter when it was like really cold. The wind was blowing and it was not all that good. So it just brought a memory back there, seeing that falling ice sign. Well, I'm glad I caught that. That storage full before I went too far and didn't see it. So that was great.
They get everything down to a science now.
We got her just in time, so I didn't miss any video. It was good. Blue Olive Creek Tavern. What a great day for a walk. It is beautiful out. I can tell it's warming up. I got my jacket on, but it felt great first thing this morning. But it's not going to feel great before the day's over. But I can put it in my backpack if it gets too hot. Quinpool is a nice street for more reasons than one. One reason, it's flat. You don't have to go up hills and down hills. It's a nice flat street. And it's got more on it than some streets. Got more on it than Barrington has. I know that. I'm going to give this person a toonie that's sitting here. You're very welcome. Hey, I can afford to give a little bit out now. We're making the big money on YouTube here. I got my second check this week from YouTube. Like it takes me about 2 or 3 months to get the next one, but I made $107 this week, and the last one I think was $120. So, you know, it's coffee money, right? It's still money, still coffee money. But I had an issue with my bank this week. Oh, what a mess. I punched in the wrong PIN numbers and they put a freeze on my card. And I can't get at the money that's in there until I get this problem resolved. So I called the number on the card and we went through a whole big process. I thought I followed it. That let me go all the way through. I went to make a withdrawal. I'll take $20 out of it just to see if it's working. I got all through the whole thing. It looked really good. The last step where I was supposed to put the money out, because unable to continue. I did something, so I spent about an hour on it and still messed it up. I'm just going to stand here for a minute because I want to see who's driving the Salvation Army van. It's from the Center of Hope, and I know some of the people that work in there, so I'm just going to wait and see who it is and say hi and tell them they're on YouTube. Okay, if they don't take too long coming out, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll go across here so I won't get everybody that passes by on my video. We'll come out here and we'll look down the street that way. Only got another block or two left, 2 more lights, and I'll be done with this. And I won't wait too long for them to come out, but if they come out in the next few minutes, but I do have to keep moving because I want to meet up with my wife before the day's over. Let's take a walk over here and see. I don't see anybody around, so we're going to keep going because time is very important. I wanted to play a trick on them, but I guess I can't today because I don't have the time to wait. There might be a half an hour coming out, so I'll just keep going. You know, it's strange, the guy that's in charge of the Center of Hope, we knew him in Ontario. Can you believe that? And then we come down here and and then a couple of years later, no more than 2 years, we've been down here. We're on our 6th year now. So, yeah, he came down, I think, a year ago, or maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Well, he just took on that post not long ago, so he's the guy in charge at the Center of Hope. I got him in one of my videos one day. I'm walking on Cottage, and if you happen to see that video, you'll might find it a little bit funny. He caught up to me, And he jumped out in front of my video. Because he knows I make YouTube videos and he saw me. I don't mind it from people who aren't being malicious. It's when they jump in front of you and start yelling and stuff like that. And that's not so nice. Well, we got one more block. And then we got one more block and then we'll make our way towards the north end. All right. There's an auto pro place. They do tires too, but I got my appointment for Canadian Tire tomorrow for new tires for winter. They're not winter tires, but they're tires with good treads. You can use them all year round. But they got nice deep treads on them, and they'll be really good in the snow as well as you can drive on the bare ground too, or in the summer. They're all season type tires, but they got nice deep treads in them. This is Oxford. We're going to go across Oxford. When's the last time I walked across Oxford now? I bet you don't know the answer to that. That'll be a while. I can't remember the last time I walked across Oxford. Something about leaves on the sidewalk that's kind of, really nice in the fall to see the leaves when they gather on the sidewalk. There's not that many yet right here. The leaves are still hanging in there pretty good, but they are dying. I can see that. The next big wind that comes, a lot of them will be gone. That last wind took a lot off. Well, we'll make our way across Oxford, and that will be it. I see a German Shepherd coming along here, sniffing the ground. Hello. He was just a little guy. He's about 3/4 grown, I think. So he thought he would lick my hand on the way by. I didn't mind because I love dogs. Trouble is, I can't have one because we live in an apartment and there's nobody home most of the time. That's another thing. I couldn't look after a dog properly because most days there's nobody home. Well, I didn't see my wife along this route anywhere. I know she does deliveries in this area over here as well. Not just on Quinpool, but there's some side streets here where she does deliveries too. So you never know. If I don't see her here, I'll see her at Tim Hortons. But I could bump into her yet. Yes, we'll walk right across Oxford and make our way slowly down to the neighborhood where I want to in this video. Maybe before I get to Tim Hortons, because I've been over that way quite a while. Young and Roby area. You don't probably need to see any more pictures of that for a while, so I'll end it while I'm in foreign territory, okay? I haven't walked Oxford in a long time. Very long time since I've walked Oxford Street. Not many of those left around. Oh, she's calling me. 1 second. Okay, I had to take a call. My wife was already up there at Tim Hortons, wondering where I was. And so she got to go do 2 more deliveries while I'm making my way over there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to jig-jog my way down a little bit now because Oxford cuts over and I'll be going out of my way. So we're going to go down the street and we're right where North Street comes up here and Chobacto goes this side and next one is north. That's what it is. All right, so we'll get across here and then we'll make our way down to... If I can make it without cars coming, I just run across there because I don't want to waste time to stand there. Okay, continuing on. It's Oxford that way, and this one is North Street that way. So we'll go down a block, and then we'll go over. Okay. North Street it is. The upper end of North Street. I remember when that building right there was a bunch of houses, a bunch of old houses. Now they're still going up yet. It's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be at least 7 or 8 stories. Yeah, pretty nice. And there's the Oxford School. Yeah, usually when I make plans to meet up with my wife, we're both right there at the same time. And today I didn't keep my end of the bargain. I'm still away from there by a fair bit yet. So she got to do 2 more deliveries and then we'll meet up. I see they've done a little bit of work right here. They put a new cement slab on top of that and redid the steps a bit. Yeah, they look a lot better. All right, I'll go down another block yet just to make sure I'm gonna come out in the right place here. Making our way eastward on North Street. If you stayed right on this street, it'd take you right to the McDonald Bridge. But we're not going that far. I'm not going past Roby, but I might cut across Windsor or something, possibly. Well, we're coming up on Windsor Street. Now I gotta decide if I want to walk to Roby and across, or do I want to walk up Windsor. Either way, I think I'm going to end this video soon. And maybe I'll walk down to North and Roby and end my video there. Okay, that might work for me. And then I'll just walk over from there. If I hurry, I might get a green light on this intersection here. Yes, okay. There we go. Green light. You take the walk signal and get across here. Now, let's see, what can I do? I might be able to take a shortcut. Possibly. Maybe up through here. I think so. I think you can take a shortcut through here. Okay, that's what we'll do. Take a shortcut across Sobeys parking lot. And we'll take the next street over. We'll make our way closer, quicker by cutting at an angle. Alright, there's a new area from a different angle. All the new buildings going up. There'll be high density in this area. It is already, but there's going to be more as these buildings get finished. This would have been a nice place to get a new apartment, but it wouldn't have helped us any because the whole idea of my son being able to get to work without me driving him, and my wife can take the car every day, and we'll use just a portion of the gas we use now. So that's the whole idea. Get them closer to work. And so we don't have to make double trips every day back and forth. All right, now, I forgot the name of this little street. For some reason. that little walkway will go right through to Roby Street, I believe. I'm going to try it because I think it will. I think it'll go right through there. And I can walk right down and come out onto Roby Street. I think I can. We're going to try it. Yes, I see walkways out down here. Good, that'll cut off some time for me. We discovered a new path, never been on before. How about that? Look at that, we found a new trail down through here. Now I'll be almost back to where I need to be. All right, we're back here. I think this is, no, it's not Allman, it's a street that ends right here. I'm not sure about this street, what it's called. If I get up here and see the street sign, I'll let you know. I know I've been on it before, but it's not Allman, Allman goes down that way from here. But this, I'm not sure what the street is because it don't go all the way through. Maybe it did before this construction. I'm not sure. But we'll see if there's a street sign here. I'll let you know what this little street is that comes through here. I'm going to sign off very shortly here now as I get down in the area where I want to be. And I hope you enjoyed this walk. If you did, just kind of push that thumbs up, like sign there, and if you're a subscriber already, my thanks to you for subscribing, and it all helps. It just helps that little bit to have another subscriber. So, if you're not yet a subscriber, just push that subscribe button, and it'll help us out. With that, take care, be safe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.